The Pennsylvania Housing Finance Authority is going to be assisting our employees with additional assistance, which is really a great opportunity, again, to look at a home. And with that, we're going to talk about that with Brian Hudson, the Executive Director of the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Authority.
Thank you, Jackie. Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be here on behalf of the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We're pleased to be part of this initiative. We were here yesterday talking about blight and air, and how do you get rid of blight is to provide home ownership, new construction. So on PHFA's part, we'll be providing up to $8,000, 0% interest loan, amortized over a 10-year period. We realize that down payment and closing costs is the #1 stumbling block to homeowners getting into a place of their own. So we're here as PHFA to provide that assistance in addition to what Pinnacle and certainly the city will be offering. The city will be the first employer to take advantage of a higher limit of $8,000, by the way. It's a program that we operate across the Commonwealth, and we're pleased to have this model here in our own backyard. So from PHFA's standpoint, I want to thank the mayor for taking the initiative to doing this, and we have over 30 lenders just in Dauphin County ready to make loans under this program, and we're hoping that our city residents take advantage of it. So thank you for the opportunity, and we're looking forward to doing this with, as the mayor said, police force, the school district, and any other employer in the city of Harrisburg that wants to take advantage of a employer assisted housing program. We bring those resources to the table. Thank you very much.
So again, from the city standpoint, when you add that to the $2,000 grant, loan to grant, it's up to $10,000. And that makes a huge difference. I think it will make a huge difference and be a great incentive for our employees, all of whom deserve thanks and appreciation for the hard work which we're doing. The city has undergone a rapid transformation over the past several years. We're on the road to recovery. The workers, our 3 unions have all been a part of that, and this is something of a thank you appreciation to our employees for hanging in there and for having enough faith that the city is going to rebound if they want to start their lives and purchase a home here in Harrisburg. And I should note that Brian and PHFA are also a leader in terms of their own pilot agreement with the city of Harrisburg. They have a very generous pilot agreement which helps fund valuable resources here. So when you add what they're doing to what Pinnacle Health is doing, I hope we're seeing a model that will inspire the city's other employers and everyone to want to take an active role in the city's resurgence. So nothing but positive news here today. This $300,000 check is much needed, much appreciated. We appreciate Pinnacle's willingness to step up and to do this in a expedient fashion. We started discussing this on day 1, I think, of the administration, perhaps my first email. But it is great to see something positive come into fruition. We would love to take your questions if you have any.
Logistically, is there an application deadlines, ongoing process?
So the city's program will start once the funds have been received and have been set up in the account. Not quite yet. We hope to start it soon. Can't quite cash this check, but I'll cash a different one. But Pinnacles has already started, and I guess no one has taken advantage of it yet because it's so recent, but the inquiries have been strong. From the standpoint, we're going to be able to help up to 50 employees, $2,000 each. That's our plan. We don't expect that to all happen at once. That's going to be a process over time, but that's going to mean 50 employees. We currently employ 369 people. Yes, it's true, many people already have a home in the city, but we've been hiring a lot of new folks, and we'll continue that as we move. And as you see that shift, I think you'll begin to see how much of an impact 50 different people buying a home in the city could have.
And a couple of us did stories over the summer, I think it was in July, about Harrisburg Young Professionals offering their $1,000 home buyer grant. That application is due September 30th, and I think doing that story then, we did see a surge in home purchases this year, more so than the previous year. So, having this incentive, you just talk about what it means for you to kind of see homeowners buy in the city and expanding the tax base, of course, how just important that goes.
Yeah, and we're starting to see a resurgence in the real estate market in the city. We're seeing more interest than certainly recent years in purchasing homes. We think this little added incentive could really make a huge difference. People are very slowly beginning to consider returning to the market. I should have thanked HYP as well. They've also been a leader in doing this. And again, when you start adding all these things together, all these potential options together, it can make cumulatively a very large impact.
Mayor, on the
Sure.
pilot itself.
Yes.
The 300,000, is that for the calendar year 2014? Is that going to be annual?
That is an annual amount. We have a 5-year agreement, and so that represents 1 year's worth of the payment.
Was Pinnacle in a pilot program required for
Yes.
the states? How much was the prior amounts?
The prior amount was about $120,000
Yeah,
or so.
128,000
Yeah.
was the prior amount. So
A year, so this represents a significant increase, and there are a variety of other things which Pinnacle Health is doing to help the city at the same time. So it's really couldn't be better news for the city.
And Brian, I think your company as well donates a pilot to the city of Harrisburg. And what's the value of that?
$100,000, which equates to just about a full real estate assessment. And we've been paying that full real estate assessment since 2004 when we built our corporate headquarters at Front and Locust Street. It has now risen. It originally started at about 80,000, it's up to 100,000.
And then, Mayor, this is a theme of your campaign, of going after nonprofits and asking them to participate through these pilot programs. I believe that Dauphin County Commissioners bought a building that became tax exempt, 1100 South Cameron Street. Have you had any discussion with the county commissioners in reference to the pilot on that building itself? Because I think the assessed value was $9 million, sale price was $9 million.
Yeah, that happened basically at the end of last year, I believe. We did talk about that building, and that was one of the reasons that they agreed to help fund several grants for public safety and some other things. They've agreed to put tens of thousands of dollars into the Harrisburg Police Department, and I saw that as a win for everybody. This is, I don't think it's fair to say that we're going after. We're asking nonprofits in the city of Harrisburg to be a part of something great, which is the city's resurgence. And we have great corporate leadership and examples standing around me. I don't know anyone who wouldn't also want to step up and be a part of that process. Yes?
Hi, Marcy Robinson with Howard Hanna Real Estate. I think it's an excellent program that you're doing. Are there any plans to explain the program itself in detail to realtors?
Yes, and that is an excellent thing, and I think we will we'll talk about that with and if you have suggestions for how that should be.
Well, if I can,
sure,
Mayor,
yes.
and thank you.
Why don't you
You're
step
one
up
of
to
our-
the mic so you have
You're one of our
yes.
lead partners,
Yep.
so thank you for bringing up that question. We certainly, from PHFA standpoint, will be marketing. As you know, the Realtors is one of our partners, as well as the home builders. So what we would be doing is sending it out through our newsletter, and also reaching out to the leadership of the Realtors and basically letting them know about the program. So from PHFA standpoint, we'll be providing marketing along those lines also. So thank you for bringing the question.
And we'll do the same thing so that realtors who are working with our employees know this is available, and they say, well, you got to look at this neighborhood because you will get 5,000 here, 8,000 there. This would be a good thing. Why don't you take a look at it? So I'm very glad you brought that up.
And the president of the Realtors happens to be one of my board members too. So.
And I think that's a great idea. We already have the first-time homebuyers program for eligible purchasers, and there are other programs that we are offering for homeowners now, so we can combine all of them with a good education piece to the realtors.
And that outreach is going to take place and is already taking place. I think that's terrific. Any other questions? All right then, thank you all for coming and being part of something historic special. Appreciate your energy. This is fantastic. Thank you, sir. Believe